G'day guys, and welcome to another Rigs Down Under episode. This time we're going to go through the Y62. You probably noticed a few of the mod videos coming up on the channel, but we're going to do a full rundown with you guys today and show you what we're working with. Let's get into it.
They got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back, tell me I'm garbage. I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone in progression, it's all that I wanted. The phone in affection, I summon and dub it. Cause I got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back, tell me I'm garbage. I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone in progression, it's all that I wanted. The phone in affection, I summon and dub it. Why you be all in my line about nothing? Why won't you go get you $1 or something? Don't hang with it, who line for nothing. I see that we different.
On the front, we're running the Rhino bar. This was my top preference for when we decided to go Y62. We had to have this bumper. Now this took probably a good 8 or 9 months to get in. So yeah, it's a long wait period at the moment, but we're super happy with the bumper. It's mainly aluminium construction, so it's not going to offer you protection like the big hoop bars and stuff, but we were more going for the looks and just to get a bit more clearance at the front corners here. Yeah, aluminium outer casing here with a steel subframe to support your winch. Winch wise, we're running a 13 XP Runva winch. That's 13,000 pound winch, which I think is going to be plenty for what we need. We don't plan on doing any hardcore off-road, but if we ever do, this will get us out of trouble. So we've decided to mount a carbon off-road hook on it, which basically lets it tuck back up in there behind the number plate, and everything's folded away neatly. Just a couple of rated D shackles on there. They do come with this real nice chrome bash plates and everything, and we managed to tuck the controller box up in the grill here, so we've got full access to plug the hardwired controller in. But this is also a Bluetooth unit, so it's got a little Bluetooth remote as well. So yeah, we're very happy with the bumper and the way it's turned out at the front. Let's move on to the side. Alright, so moving down the side, we're running the ROH Assault rims. These are a load rated wheel, and they sort of had to go hand in hand with our GVM upgrades we did. So it's a 18 by 9 inch rim, and I believe off memory it's around a 20 offset. We've paired them up with the Maxxis all-terrains in a 35 by 12.5 18, and yeah, I mean the wheel tire combo on this car I think just makes it. It looks aggressive but very usable. So yeah, I'm very happy with the tires as well. This is one of the first cars we've run the Maxxis on, and I'm very impressed with the grip in the wet and the dry. We haven't really had it off-road yet, so I can't give you my opinion on that, but from what I've heard in the industry and friends and stuff, they are a really good tyre off-road as well. So I'm glad we've got them on board. Let's get into the GVM upgrade. One of the main reasons we needed a new car for the trip was so that we could do a pre-Rego GVM upgrade. Now to do that, we had the car towed up to DMW and they did the whole kit for us. It basically comprises of brand new upper control arms at the front, modified standard lower control arms at the rear, 2-inch springs, and airbag man airbags in the rear. So with that setup, it's bumped us from the 3.5 ton standard GVM all the way up to 4,499 kilos. So 4.5 ton GVM for a wagon, in my opinion, is above and beyond anything you'd ever need. So we're very happy with the work that DMW did, and I can't recommend them enough. Let's talk racks. We went with the ARB base rack, stylish, lightweight, and full aluminium construction, welded. So a lot of the racks on the market will come in pieces. This whole entire top piece of the platform is fully welded, so super strong, and it's not going to rattle to pieces on the corrugations. Up here we've just got the Maxtrax, which is just a standard edition on any 4 drive. They're running the Maxtrax mounts and the ARB little base rack mounts. And on this side over here, we got the Darche 180-degree awning. Yeah, I just feel like it's a necessary thing. You find yourself at the beach day after day, you're going to want to escape the heat somehow, and that's what that helps us do. That being said, I love the rack setup on this thing. Got plenty of room if we decide at some point we want to put a solar panel. We've got heaps of room in here to put one, but for now I feel like just the daily drive is enough to keep the battery topped up. Moving on to the back of the car, running the tag tow bar, and I've sort of tucked these wires and plugs up as far as I could. They end up mounting on top of the plate instead of underneath, just for a bit more clearance. So yeah, you don't see that too often where they've sort of tucked it up there. And it's neat, it's out the way, and it's never going to get dragged on anything. We're running a full 35-inch spare under the car. Now keep in mind, your tyre has to be fully deflated, no air at all in it, and it will fit up in there. Can't really see it, but we're running a torqued exhaust on it just for a bit of sound. There's no point having a big V8, spending all that extra money on fuel if you can't hear it. So that does a bloody good job of letting us hear the V8. We got some custom decals here, because how are people going to know you do YouTube if you don't advertise it? Moving on to the inside of the car. This is basically the setup that we plan on using for the entire trip. So I feel like in this case, simple is key, because when you're on the road, you don't want a complicated setup and have more dramas with more things going wrong. So we went with the Evakool drawer fridge. It's a 40-litre fridge. It's pretty sad at the moment. We've just got a couple of waters in there, but you know, we do carry 1 beer in there for emergencies. But there's plenty of room. You can virtually fit a box of beer in this end and still have plenty of room for your sandwiches and stuff for your day trips. Very happy with the fridge. We did think it was going to be a touch too small, but after using it a couple of trips now, it's perfect. We just have a little fold out table here, couple of chairs, fishing rods, Sadie's little seat, and a drawer. 1 drawer just with towels, bit of inflation equipment there for the compressor. But yeah, pretty simple really. It's just to store a bit of swimming stuff and maybe some food if we need it. Over this side we have a couple of inflation points for the Airbag Man airbags. This is rigged up to a 20-litre jerry can just at the back there, and that basically just gives me the ability to wash my hands and stuff after I've done like the loo cleans and whatnot. So that's a very handy bit of kit. A full 10-metre reel for pumping tyres up. Bottle opener for obvious reasons. Compressor. We're running the twin TJM compressor, linked up to the 5-litre tank up the top here, couple of fittings on her, and that does a wicked job of pumping the tyres up. Obviously running the 35-inch tyre, you don't want to be working off a little single compressor, so this thing absolutely rips. I can't vouch for this thing enough. Like, probably my favourite bit of the car. Solar input and a couple of USBs in here. Now tucked in behind the drawer, we have an E-Lite 100 amp hour Enerdrive lithium battery. Whew. That's paired up to the 40 amp Dcdc charger, and the management system is basically this ePro Plus up here. Gives you your full percentage readout and everything. I'll give you a quick look. You can see that it's 100% full. What the draw is on the system, how many hours you've got left at that rate, and your voltage there. So I absolutely love these. We've got one in the van as well, and it's just a good battery monitor. Tells you exactly what you need to know. Solar wise, we do have a solar blanket tucked in there as well. It's a drivetech 200 watt foldable solar blanket. So if we ever need it, I can always plug that in to this point right here and get the solar pumping into it. I feel like that's it for the back here, guys, and to be totally honest, I think that's it for the entire car. There's nothing done inside the cabin. It's completely standard in there still. Inside the vehicle, completely standard. We haven't touched anything in here, so unfortunately nothing cool to show you in here. It's an awesome cabin, super comfy, and if you own the Y62, you'll know exactly what I mean. These things are just built for traveling, so comfy and spacious. We absolutely love it. That's going to wrap up the episode, guys. If you enjoyed it, smash the like button, and if you want to support the channel, subscribe. Very simple build, but I feel like the simpler the setup, the less complications you're going to have when you finally hit the road. We're very happy with the overall outcome of the car, and I can guarantee you it's going to take us to some amazing places. About 2 more sleeps, guys, and we're starting the lap. So wish us luck, and I'll see you out there.